I don't know, but that is a good question. We're going to find out. But not by asking Mom, said Dr. Morcassius. Okay, said Sam slowly. Are you sure this is a good idea, I asked. Can I be honest with you about something, George? Dr. Morcassius asked. Sure, I answered. I honestly feel ever since you warned me about the return not entering Robbinsog through the door, and I said it would be fine, but the return did enter through Robbinsog by way there was not the door, I honestly feel that I don't know what is and is not a good idea anymore, explained Dr. Morcassius. That is not good, I said. I know, said Dr. Morcassius softly. Then we should probably finish this up, tomorrow morning, said Sam. Okay, then I'm going to set my alarm for 7, said Dr. Morcassius. Good idea, said Sam. See you all then, said Dr. Morcassius. We then all fell asleep and woke up to the pleasant sound of a phone alarm going off. Good morning, I said. Good morning, Dr. Morcassius yawned as he was turning off his phone alarm. 35 through 40, said Sam. Let's go, said Dr. Morcassius. It took us about 2 hours to get to 39, and then it took us about 20 minutes to get through 39. In 39, she revealed she was pregnant with me, and then something weird happened at the end. She always ends the journal right before her next birthday, but this time she did a few months early, resulting in the pages being blank. That is weird, I said. She ended it early, Dr. Morcassius asked. Yes, I answered. I agreed because of blank pages. Okay, now I'm a little bit scared too, said Dr. Morcassius. Here is number 40, which is as high as these journals go, I said. Thank you, said Dr. Morcassius. Dr. Morcassius took a long look at the journal and took a deep breath. I have a bad feeling about this one, said Dr. Morcassius. Why? I asked. If these numbers represent ages, and they end at 40 when Mom is going to be 46 in a couple of weeks, I'm scared about if something happened here, said Dr. Morcassius. Let's open and find out, said Sam. We know something happened to her if we know she is having mobility issues. Let me rephrase it. Let's open it and find out exactly what it is, said Sam. Dr. Morcassius then opened the book, and I couldn't believe what Mommy wrote in it so much that it just upsets me so badly because it is all my fault, and it is my fault, all of it, because I left through her vagina. What? January 27th, 2011. Hi, Journal. Today is my 40th birthday, and today will be the last time I write in a journal ever. What happened was, a few months ago I gave birth to my third and final son. His name is George Zachary Robbins. I have just been so depressed lately about this that I forget his birthday, and I need to ask Morven and when his birthday was. However, back onto what happened, like what my other two kids, it was a natural home birth, where he left my uterus through my vagina. When my water broke unexpectedly, I was asleep and I began whimpering next to Morven because I was in so much pain I couldn't talk, so that is why I did what I did to wake him up, which I did, and he got my sister over and prepared for the baby to be delivered in Robbinsog. So I was so tired after I gave birth to George, I tumbled off the bed naked and landed on my bare back and of my head hard. Morven literally had to lift me back on the bed, and when I went to bed, I was fine, or so I thought. When I woke up several hours later to cuddle George, I tried to carry him, but I had difficulty moving my arm. It was awkward of me to ask Morven to help me move my arms in order for me to carry and cuddle George, but my back pain was gone. Once I was able to get out of my bed, I felt wobbly on the legs, and I still had difficulty moving my arms. So I went to the doctor, who is not me, because even though I am a doctor, I sometimes need to hear the diagnosis from someone who is not myself, and self-diagnosing is bad. When I tumbled off the bed, I cracked my spinal cord, which I was a lot more prone to due to a hormone imbalance for being pregnant, thereby giving me mobility issues for life. if it is touched during the because if it is touched during the surgery, I am likely to get completely crippled. Now I am going to be depressed for the rest of my life because I'm going to have difficulty moving. So now I'm going to need a cane to build a strong relationship with George because he did this to me even though it was by accident. I am done writing these journals because I can't write with a utensil anymore because of this. Sincerely, Queen Dr. Valerie Andrea Johnson Robbins. That was the only page written in 40. The rest were blank. Sam, your theory was right, said Dr. Morcassius. I know, said Sam. I then burst into tears because I know the truth now. It is my fault Mommy is the way she is. I better apologize, I said as I was trying to leave my room crying. No, don't do that. If you do it, I'll blow our cover, said Sam. George, you need to wait until we get to the return, because now I think the return's goal is to save Mom again, said Dr. Morcassius. But it is my fault, I cried. And we forgive you, Dr. Morcassius said. Don't tell Mom. Telling Mom is not the key to saving her. But then again, there may be no key, said Sam. Don't do it, said Dr. Morcassius. I then launched out my wheelchair and into my bed crying when I heard footsteps. Oh shit, said Sam, trying to put everything away quickly into the closet, which he did because the footsteps missed our room. Is that why you two have always been less close with me? Because you had to know that Mommy's mobility issue started around the time I was born, I asked. Yes, it was, but we always loved you, and we want to be closer to you now, Dr. Morcassius answered. We wouldn't have been able to solve these riddles without you. That led us to the chest in the public storage. And you were very mature on our trip to Orlando that turned out to be a bust because of what Grandpa did for you. And Hannah loves you too for making you a new green cloak after Grandpa destroyed it, Dr. Morcassius said. Well, at least you know how I feel now, I said. Dr. Morcassius and him both kissed me on the cheek as I whimpered on my bed for the rest of the day because I wrecked it for Mommy.